Welcome to episode 39 of our Road to 1500. We are currently sitting at 12:15 and we're going to play a game of 15-10 very shortly. Since our last loss, we actually posted a win in the last video as well. We've actually lost a few games. You can see I've lost 3 games in a row. And then yesterday I played a game of 15-10. Played very well, got 92% accuracy, and we got back up to 12:15. So we haven't been able to play too many games of Rapid over the last 10 days or so. We are at 12:15 and we want to try and make our way up. So we're going to play a game of 15-10. Let's get started, find an opponent. Got the black pieces. Let's see what our opponent plays. They actually play the queen's pawn, so we are going to play our knight to f6 and play something along the lines of the Indian game. So they've brought their pawn down here. I could immediately... I think I can do this. And they bring their bishop down. What if I challenge here immediately? This is the stone wall attack, seemingly. Let's play this here and get ready to play f7. They've brought their pawn straight down. Could try to undermine this straight away. Could leave our bishop at home. What are they threatening to do? Bring this down. Could attack here to try to unsteady this. Just leave our bishop at home, our white bishop at home. We're getting to grips with the Indian. I would say we're most comfortable with the Caro-Kann as black. We've been putting a lot of effort into the Vienna, but we've been practicing a bit on the Indian as well, and the Scandinavian and the Sicilian. It's just we're sort of most comfortable with those others. Could attack this here now. Attack here. Could try to unsettle this. So typically we're going to try and bring this bishop here and then castle. Maybe we should just carry on with that plan. They look like they might castle. I could push. They develop the knight. Let's castle. I'm assuming they're going to castle as well at some point. I suppose I could have waited until my opponent committed on that front as well. Okay, they're hopping in their knight. Could try this. Okay, so I think I will take. They're going to come in with their knight. I think I'm going to try and destabilize this. Okay. Okay, that's quite a strong center for them. Going to get ready to bring my... I could bring my bishop here to try to trade this off. It's quite strong, this bishop. Our opponent is a 1231 from the Netherlands, FVDH61. Opponent has castled. Should we try and swap this off? Yeah, I don't really like it pointing. I suppose they might just bring this down here. So in the game we played yesterday, we played, strong Caro-Kann. Okay, they're attacking my queen. Definitely going to have to do something about that. So we'll just bring it up. We're still attacking this. Okay, they decide to trade off the bishops. Push, push, take, take. Probably this knight needs to be improved. They are sort of building up an attack here, but if they bring their bishop here, I'll probably leave it. And it does give them a chance to bring their knight in. I could push here. Push, take. Hang on. So push, take, 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 take. And then bring this other Rook over. It does weaken this. Don't know. Should we try it? So let's say they push and then they come here. Then we take. Hang on. So say we push and then they come here. We take. They take. We take. Then they take my rook. So that doesn't really work. I could push here. No. Push here, take, and then they take. I lose a pawn that way. Bring my rook here to start with. I guess I'm a bit worried about this move to here. Okay. Right. That's interesting. I can't really take, because if I take, then they get their pawn there, and then they can come in here and threaten that, which doesn't look too good to me. I think we're going to need to reroute. What if they bring this here? Yeah, they're building up some pressure here. Is it too slow to bring around my knight? So knight here and then there. So knight here, knight here, knight there. Take. It might be a bit too slow to do this, but we'll see. I certainly don't want to take. Our opponent's got a lot more time than us. We need more time to think because this is a an opening that we're less familiar with. Definitely think to take is a mistake in this case. Not going to lie, would have much preferred if we'd gone into a Caro-Kann, but that's okay. We will continue to practice. I feel like I'm getting stronger and stronger at remembering all the lines of the Caro-Kann and the Vienna. I am going to attack this bishop now with my knight. That was all part of my plan. So now I take. It's a bit scary, this sort of attack that they're mounting on my king, but I feel like if I bring my rook over, I can make it start this push. Yeah, because if they get this in, then that's a bit of a trouble for me. If they get that check in, I have to move back. If I push, take, and take, and I'm going to try to get my knight there. Is it too slow? If they take, I could take and try and run. Yeah, so take, and then they just come in with check. Don't think I can do that. If I push, I'm sort of push, take, check, step down. I don't know. I'm going to try this. I'm not too sure how good this is, but I'm trying to get this knight to here. Right. They are attacking that pawn now. They put me in check. Don't think I want to be on this file. Okay. I can attack the queen. That was too. I need to make sure I'm calculating. They're going to invade with the rook here. Possible. I am attacking their queen though. This file, I can get to this open file. See what my opponent does now. Okay, so they come there. I'm going to attack this rook, I think. I have to fight for this open file is my instinct. So all the practice that we've been doing on the Vienna and the Caro-Kann and some of the other openings has been on Lotus Chess. I'm on sort of, I think, almost the top 125 lines now on Vienna, less so on the others. The Vienna was the one that I was sort of felt like I needed work. Okay, they're pushing. I can't take the queen because it's covered by the knight. So if I take, they take. Right. What to do now? So if they take, it's quite a good move because if they take this, the knight is hanging. If they take, so if I come here, take, Take. I could come here, take, and I could attack the queen this way. And then they take, and then I take with the knight. Okay. That could be something. Let's try it then. So take. I can still keep the knight protected. Check, take. Threaten again. Right, I have to take here to keep the knight protected. We have a very symmetrical. Right. So they're threatening down here. So take, threaten, take. The alternative is if I come here, take. Threatening that now. I suppose you could try to support it. Going into potential end game. Just trying to stay concentrated. Just don't want to hang any pieces, don't want to blunder anything. Just try to stay strong in this position. 5 minutes left, which is plenty of time with the 10-second increment that you get. I guess the difference in the position is our opponent has this quite advanced pawn here, but it's sort of stuck, but does provide a danger for my king. We both have isolated pawns in the middle. I mean, all of our pawns, this one's more advanced, but our pawns are in the same places. Isolated pawn in the middle, 2 on the right, 2 on the left. My opponent's maybe calculating to not take, but if they don't, I take with check. Then the king comes out. Don't think I want to take with the king because then they can get me in check. Okay, let's take. My opponent got any tricks? Probably attack this pawn. If they do that, I can take this one. Their knight's in my half. So if they move the knight here, it's a bit of a danger. Be careful of that. I feel like on our road to 1500, it's the Caro-Kann black and the Vienna that is going to really help us on our way there. You tend to sort of find a couple of openings that you get strong at. If we can win any games elsewhere, it's a bit of a bonus. So if this were to end up a draw, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. If I lost, well, hey, I would love to win, get back closer up to 1300. We're nearer 1200 at the moment. You go through peaks and troughs. We're going to have to be quickly calculate what our opponent's going to do, but I imagine they'll probably try to attack this pawn or try to attack some of my pawns. I am attacking this. So they just sort of play a waiting move, really. I mean, I could push this pawn. If I push the pawn, it's protected by the knight, and I'm threatening to take. They could go there. How do they defend it? Push the pawn. If they bring the knight in, I just take. Push the pawn. They can't take with the queen. Push the pawn. If they swing over here, I can deliver a check here. Yeah, okay. I don't have a huge amount of time, so I'm going to try it. It's pushing pawn in front of your king, which isn't great. But I can't see a way for them to get me in check yet. Oh, I suppose they could protect it with the knight here. I don't really see that. So if they do that, I could come here. And then it's take, take. Now I have isolated pawns and he doesn't. So if he comes here, come here, take, take. I'm going to have to make my king active then. Yeah. Do we want to try that? It's going to be maybe tough in the end game. Force the queens off the board and see if we can win in the end game. Let's try it, shall we? We're nearer to this pawn with our king. So if we can defend this one with our knight, then perhaps we can get this before they can take any of our pawns. But we will have isolated pawns. Check, I just take it. Oh, it is defended by this, actually. So if I take and they take, they might not take. Tricky one. +9 for a win. We lose 8 if we lose. Weather's hotting up here in the UK again. Time is kind of evening up a bit. I've got 2 minutes 43. They've got 4 minutes 30. Yeah, they've gone for it. So I'm going to take, I suppose they can come and attack this one. Could try, so check, come here. No, hang on. Check, come there. Yeah, no. Should we try that? If we come here, we can attack both these. Right. Right, we're attacking this and this. Just got to push. Check. That was a bit of a slow move. Let's just come push here so you can take and then. Not sure about this. Okay. Push, take, take. Oh, I don't know if this is going to do it. I think we've misplayed this end game, unfortunately. I think they have to take. If they push. Oh, hang on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Maybe that is okay for us. He can't come in here. Push. So a way for me to defend it as well with this. Push again. Yeah, he's off to the races now. I have to defend this now. Yeah, I didn't see he could defend with the knight. So that's a big problem for me. My king is nowhere near to help, so it's not quite worked out. This is going to be really tough to defend now. Check. Just steps in. 1, 2. Damn. Okay, this isn't going to work because now you can just push. There's no way for me to. You can just push. I've got so little time left. I can't really see a way around. He's going to get his queen, unfortunately. Yeah, his defense with the knight kind of had me. So just come off the check. It's tough now. Sadly, we tried. Didn't quite work in the end game. Any way to fork him? Just going to take my pawn now. Take this one. Damn. Opponent played well. Let's just try and protect. check block. Oh, and then you get my knight. Oh, damn. Oops. Yeah, it's just silly, wasn't it? Should just move the king closer to the knight. It's very low on time, so not to worry. Wasn't to be. Let's move up. Don't know why my opponent didn't take the knight. Seems foolish, to say the least. If I could somehow distract this knight away, that would be really useful. Should do that. I mean, my opponent would have to do something significantly wrong. Yeah, they got the checkmate. Fair play to them. We made some bad choices in the end game, I think. Our opponent played with an 89.4. I'll just switch it to the analysis screen. So it's a bit of a tricky one. We played with an 81.6, so we didn't play bad. Played a 1750 rated game, 1950 rated to my opponent. They outplayed us in the end game. So fair enough to them. Let's just see how we did. Oh, yeah, so immediately trying to attack this central pawn was the way. We should have got our bishop out. That was an inaccuracy. Okay, played the best move there. Okay, we shouldn't have taken. We should have left that tension there. And yeah, that was fine. Okay, that was a mistake. I was a bit worried. I'd sort of calculated that they could end up taking on there based on a sequence of moves. They moved in there. That was excellent. I didn't actually spot that move. This is best. Good. Okay, so that was good. That pawn push was okay. Step back was best. They brought the knight in. And we got our knight to a good square. This was great. That was best. That was the best move. That was excellent. This was the right idea. And that was the best move. So by this point here, you know, I'm pretty pleased. We got to this point and we evened the game completely up. It's even. They played there. This was good. Could have attacked their knight. And they have a slight advantage. So what was the way? That was good. Excellent. Best. We should just come back here. Okay, we should have taken that out. Yeah, so we could have come, if we come here, we'd be attacking this. Oh, we would have put them in check. So yeah, check, then they take, then we go back and take. Should have calculated that. So we didn't do that. We pushed that, which was a mistake. They took, this is best. Oh, we should have taken. Should have taken. Didn't work that out because it would have been, their knight would have struggled to protect that. So that wasn't the way. That's where we went wrong. So that is a shame. I thought I was being clever there, but we took there and then they'll come over. Then we put them in check and defend it. They step up. We step away. Interesting. Yeah, they played the great move. That was the game-changing move. And they found it. Unlucky for us. And then, you know, we're lost. So good game to my opponent for finding that move. And they win the game. But look, we didn't play bad, right? We played a pretty good game. We did make a few mistakes in there, but it was still a pretty well rated game. An 80, almost 82% is not too shabby at all. So we just got to stay persistent, keep on trucking, and we will rise up on our elo. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, comment if you want to join the conversation, and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers. Bye.